Hey y'all, it is Andrea at VW Family Farm. This is a huge day for me, for our family, for our business. I literally just walked out of my house and I'm crossing my driveway to my new milking barn. So there's one of my little mamas. She's waiting on me. Never in a million years did I think my milking area would be this close. I'm going to give you guys a tour of it all. Just keep in mind, this is day one of using this new setup. We have fed them in here over the weekend to get them prepared to make this a little easier, but I have no delusions in my mind that this is going to be easy. My cows are tame and kind, but they are also creatures of habit, and they do not know this new setup very well yet. So we're going to get all set up and see how this goes. I'll talk you through it as we go. And then after I get them milked, I'm going to show you all the different features that Ben has put into this micro dairy. But first priority is get them milked. First things first, that is the door the cows are outside of. So when I open it up, you're going to see them come in. Over in this corner is simply a water heater behind that door. And then this is the milk room. So you're going to see them. I'm probably going to do one at a time this morning. The goal is to do two at a time. You can see I've got lines there. All of this goes up overhead, and my pump, my vacuum pump, is over here. It's loud. I don't know if I'll put music over this or just let y'all hear it. Ben has got it currently vented out the window. Want to get that vented up into the attic area because it's loud, and I don't want to like lose my hearing being out here every day with this loud thing. But for now, it's out the window. That does cause more flies in here because it's opened up. Cows are going to bring some flies, but we do want to get that fixed. So you're going to see how this is going to work. One's going to walk in, and then that is not latched or anything. That's just when another one comes in to keep them from going where one already is. And then when another one comes in, of course, I'll have this sliding barn door shut because that's my milk processing room. Then that's where I'll be. So he has thought out every detail. It's been very thoughtfully done. It's going to be amazing. Let's get another thing I want to mention is this is not by any means fancy. You can see this is an old building, concrete block walls, but it is amazing. It's functional. And we do have plans to paint this whole room, but we were going for functionality and nice. But this is not like all based on aesthetically pleasing. It is based on functioning well. I'm now inside out of the weather. I've been fortunate the last number of years to be under a barn. So I wasn't sitting out in the wide open, but I was right on the edge of the barn milking them. Felt unsafe in like thunderstorms, and we've had a very stormy spring. So this is going to be a very functional space, a much safer space than I've been in for years, and I'm just super excited about it. Another note, I'm going to be also using a new like milker bucket and pulsator. I've got my old standby Surge milker that I've used forever. Sorry guys. In fact, it's right here. It's the bucket type, but we wound up scoring a different type, and I have multiple of these size buckets that I'm going to be using. And then I actually got a milk cooling tank. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. So I'm going to just be dumping after every cow. I don't have to carry huge buckets of milk anymore back into the house. That gets tiring on your body and backbreaking. So really excited about that. But we're going to see how this goes. The claw that goes to this new milker and pulsator, all four go on at one time. You've seen me milk for years. There's lots of videos out. I had my old setup done to where I can only milk 2 quarters at a time if that's what I wanted to handle. If you have one that's kicking, that seems to be easier because you don't have all 4 of them on there trying to manage them while they're trying to kick them off. That happens, guys. You're not going to buy a milk cow and not have some quirks to work out. And sometimes that quirk is kicking. Sometimes it's other things. But you have to train them out of that or put kickers on them or just earn their trust, whatever the case may be. But this new one, it's a claw, so all 4 go on at once. They kind of hang over. I guess you could leave some off, but I'm just not comfortable or familiar with it, so there's going to be some growing pains. I'm not fooling myself. This is going to take a little getting used to on their part and my part, and I'm not a quitter. I'm not going to quit. I'm going to persevere through it and just know that it'll get easier and it'll get better. Come on. Miracle is always first to be milked, but she is by far the most scared right now. She's been in here twice because I forced her in. And I'm probably going to have to go force her in right now, but she's scared. And she left. This is what I was afraid of. So I'm going to go try to push her up in here a bit. Come on. I got 2 in here. I'm going to milk and let you know how. Okay, 2 out of 5 are milked. I have 4 new milk cows, but I'm waiting on disease test results from them. One I have to milk separately over. She doesn't get milked in here, or her milk doesn't go in this tank. But I've been milking consistently 5 for a while now. I've got 2 out of the 5 milked. It wasn't as bad as I was thinking, but I couldn't get Miracle in here at all. So I'm going to have to attempt that again here in a minute. She's by far going to be the most difficult. I'm the only person she trusts, and she's already kind of weary because when we've been out here trying to get her to come in and feed, Ben has been out here, plus it's a new environment. She is YouTube famous. Yes, she has her own playlist. We love her. She's got a home here because of all she's been through. We just love her. But she is quirky and she is difficult. But there's no bones about it. It's going to be the most difficult one. So I got to keep working at that. I'm going to have to get the other 2 and then just get her in a bit when I can. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. So let me show you what we're working with here. The paddocks, and I'm going to show you those in a bit, are out there. There's an alleyway. Miracle's in it. It goes a long way down there to a water trough. And then this is a milk pen where the milk cows will come in. Like in the morning, I'll shut them in. Right past there is a gate where they'll get shut in. And in the afternoons, I will use this gate to push the calves over. There's a calf pen right there. So that's where the calves are right now. In the mornings, I will have the milk cows in here and work them in here 1 or 2 at a time, push them back into this area, and then push them out into the field. They don't know this system yet. So I just am having to do what I'm having to do while they get used to this and figure out, hey, that's where I need to go, where I'm going to get to eat. That's what we're figuring out right now. So these 2 just got milked. And yes, I know she is skinny. We have saved her from death multiple times. We are doing everything we can for her. That is how a milk cow should look. She's skinny also, but you can see her hips and stuff, but she's also very filled out. She's healthy. Look at Miracle, same deal. She's very healthy, can still see the hips. Just want to put that disclaimer. Get that comment every time we show the milk cows. Milk cows are not bred to hold meat, but that's a whole nother video. So if that's your comment, just don't even waste your time. So the idea is they come in here, work their way in to get milked through this door. That's where we just were. Back into this pen, pushed out into the alley. They can go all the way back out to the paddocks, and the calves will go with them here in a minute. These 2 I worked in backwards because that's what Ben told me to do if I had trouble. Now I've got Miracle standing here who won't for the life of me come in. Rosemary out in the paddock. I'm going to have to go get her or just let her take a shortcut right there. The idea is she goes up by the water and walks down the alley. But today we're just making it. And then we got Pyrenees right here, or Jeff as we like to call her. She's the only one in the right position. So I don't know. I may go work on Rosemary I just don't know yet. This is what June in Arkansas looks like. But I succeeded. And there's flies. I didn't know if I was going to succeed on getting Miracle in here, but I kept at it and let her work her way in here. Shortened up the alleyway of her going in here. That helped, so she didn't have as much room to turn around when she got freaked out. Got all 5 milked. So outside where I showed you a minute ago, there is paddocks out there for rotational grazing. This is our small dairy herd. We now have 9 jerseys. So, I mean, you may not consider that small, but it's not some big commercial operation. So I'm standing up here at the milking barn like I showed you all ago. This is an alleyway, and I'm going to go ahead and walk out there and show you guys exactly what Ben has set up. It's pretty genius. I know that on this video, it's going to seem like I've had a lot of flubs and a lot of mess ups, but these cows don't know this system. Give them a week and things will be radically different. They will be like clockwork coming up here. It's what happened in my old barn. My old barn, there was nothing even to catch their head or anything. They just knew what to do and came in. We're walking down this alleyway. We have 4 different paddocks set up between us and our neighbor. Number 1, 2, 3, 4. And then back that way is where our milk cows are. That's where you always see me go feed the other cows and pigs. This is an area they rotated up in, but not just all the time. It's not taking anything away from them. We actually had a horse up here, sold him to have more room for the milk cows. You saw us do a project with the NRCS. We did not do this with them. This is all us just doing it with things we learned doing projects through them. This is a tire tank. When we did it through them, we had to put down ground fabric and gravel and all that. And we probably will as well. There's a reason for that because it's called a heavy use area. They're going to really trample this down and kind of destroy the soil. Also, it's going to keep grass from growing right up around the water tank. So this is just an old tire. And then you put some plumbing, pour some concrete in the bottom. It's got, you can see the float. It's hooked into a water line that we laid a while back. And so then when they come up to this tire tank, they could go multiple different directions. You can see that's the alleyway. They all feed back into this alleyway. This paddock comes in here. You can see I've got this gate drooped open. We got to do something there because I don't want to be shorting out the hot wire. There's a gate. We could shut that one and open that one and they'd be in a different paddock. Same deal here. Same deal here. They all have a gate. They all feed to the tire tank. They all also feed back to the barn. So I'll probably come get them later today. This is just temporary that I'm doing this next step, but probably come get them later today, take them up there and separate the calves off for the night and shut this gate. So they will still have alleyway access and water access for the night. And then they'll be more apt to come up here to be milked. I hope this is all making sense to you guys. That's the whole point of this, is not to show you the success of how this is going yet, because it's going to take a bit, but to show you the thought that Ben put into all of this. And if you're wanting to set up something like this for yourself, just some tips and tricks. He literally, I think, thought of everything. And then he's already called me a couple times today asking specifics about how this went and that went, so he can tweak some things. You're not always going to do everything perfectly. And if you're able to tweak things and be okay with changing plans, being flexible, I guess you'd say, you'll wind up with a really good setup. So I've shown you the whole outside setup. And the thing about when they come out of the barn, I can divert them into this alleyway. That's the plan. I told you a brief thing of this earlier, but let's pretend we're the cow. We're going to go in this pen in the mornings, and I'm going to shut that gate. So they'll all be shut in there. They'll go through a little gate up there, go in and be milked, back out. I can divert them in here. Ideally, they'll come out and go out to the pasture, but possibly not. I'm already seeing that they're standing around waiting on their calves. That's where the calves are. And then if I need to AI or whatever I need to do to a cow, say one gets injured or whatever, I can also divert them into this alleyway right here. So do all that. Day goes on. Call the cows up in the afternoon. Them and the calves go in there. Probably gonna have to get a feed trough and give them a little bite to eat in the afternoons. Separate the calves off. They will go through that gate. That panel will be pulled back. Divert them over here. Then just let the cows out. I know this is a bit lengthy, but I wanted to give you the whole setup. So let's head inside as I hook this hot wire up and try not to shock myself. Let me show you what I've got going in there because it's such an upgrade in there. Cool fact too, that is the door off my laundry room in my house growing up. My mom had taken it off years ago and was getting rid of it, and Ben repurposed it and told me that he put a little piece of my childhood in here. So thought that was cool. So we have this sliding barn door between the milk room, which has the two places for them to eat, and the two gates. This all worked amazing. These are 4-foot gates. So this is shut, obviously. I'm going to go ahead and shut it for the day. So this is its own room as well. We've got honey processing equipment. This is our pump. And like I told you, it feeds up. He's put a whole system in place. It also feeds over here. So I can use pressure and pump like cleaning water, soapy water through all my lines. So that's really cool. They've all got these valves to where you can turn the pressure on and off. We've got a pretty much commercial dishwasher. This will hold 1/2 gallons, top and bottom. Let me show you. I'm washing them right now. We searched, Ben researched for racks that would hold 1/2 gallons on top and bottom, and it does a phenomenal job. So we bottle in glass, so that was a necessity. We have got stainless steel sinks out here to do all our washing and sanitizing. This baby right here is the pride and joy of the operation. This is a milk plan, and it is a rapid cooling tank. You can see it has cooled and chilled the milk very quickly down to 36 degrees. It's holding it between there and about 40. It will hold 30 gallons of milk. And then we put this attachment right here to fill bottles. And I've got another stainless steel rack. It's kind of a mess in here right now, but I've got jars, I've got crates, I've got all my stuff. I can also spray this entire room down. We put this on the wall. It's a special covering that will keep the wood from rotting. I've got a hose that I can spray this whole thing down and squeegee the floor and mop the floor and all the things. So I can keep this place sanitary. This cute door will be going in the opening to go into the room. This is my AI tank and AI supplies. I'm just set up, you guys. I literally have everything I need, and I'm super pumped about it. I really feel like we have got a really great thing going here. We're doing something that we love, that people are looking for. If you don't follow food freedom laws at all, Arkansas just passed some of the friendliest laws for raw milk that there is. So you can see my little market down there. I sell every jar of milk that I can possibly milk. And that's why we bought 4 new milk cows. We're committed to a few things: jerseys, A2, rotational grazing, sanitary practices, trying to think what else. Disease testing, that's a huge one for me. That's why the other 4 girls are separated right now until I get their test results back. I encourage you to look into raw milk and healthy cows and diseases, specifically BLV, but that's a whole nother video. But those are some things we're committed to, and we're finding there's people desiring that. They want raw milk, but they want to feel good, and they want to feel that it's safe and feel that they're feeding their family something that's safe for them and also a superfood, basically. So this is our start. This is just the starting point. It's been a long time getting to this point, years actually. So if you're starting out and you're just milking 1 cow, sitting out, not under a barn or anything, just know I started that way too. Most people do. Takes a while to get built up. Don't compare yourself to others, but I wanted to put this out there to show you that it can be done, and we're just getting started. And also some ideas if you're looking to upgrade some of your operations. And also just to show you, I wanted to film on this first day to show you that it's not all sunshine and roses. It's hard, and sometimes training animals is hard. You have to be able to outlast them
and not lose your temper with them, to be able to be patient and let them warm up to your systems and routines and be consistent, and that it'll work out. I'm going to show you in a couple weeks how these girls have adjusted and how they're just a breeze coming in there, because I'm fully believing it's going to happen. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching, and God bless.